All right, get back to a story that's breaking this morning about a plane that went down in Russia. This plane was carrying the Polish president and first lady, some 132 people on board. All are believed to have been killed. You're seeing some of the wreckage here, some of the first video. This happened about 3 o'clock Eastern time this morning. This was on landing there in western Russia. I want to bring in Brian Barnett from the Krakow Post, who can help us here talking to us from Poland this morning, I do believe. Sir, thank you for jumping on the line with us. What more do we know about what possibly happened upon landing? There was some issue possibly that it had clipped some trees. Is that what you're hearing as well?
Yes, what we're hearing in the reports is that the scenario basically possibly went something like they were trying to land in heavy fog, and because they wanted to go to this commemoration, may have tried to land, and then upon possibly the fourth attempt, hit some trees and crashed.
And Brian, give us more about who exactly was on board. We understand the president was on board along with the first lady, but who else? We're talking about 132 people we're told were on board.
Yeah, I think the numbers are going to be a bit confusing over the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
But in general, what it was a delegation of about 88 people who were going to this commemoration of Katyn in western Russia, and possibly other people either going for that or with the president in general. Up to 130 is the other number that we have heard.
Do we know of the people on board? Again, we're not exactly sure. Like you said, the numbers might be all over the place. But how many aboard were part of the Polish government?
The Polish government itself, actually, you mean like ministers and people such as that?
Ministers or any part of the how big was the Polish delegation? Are you telling me?
The Polish delegation was about 88 people, and we believe that included a number of, not only the president and his wife, but a number of ministers, of aides, one undersecretary, and at least one, maybe more army generals. And so quite a large number of the Polish presidential corps, I guess, people who would normally be in his offices and work with him.
Brian, how, I guess, is the Polish community, how the country itself, how the media as well, how has the coverage been right now? What has the reaction been in Poland to this accident?
Well, I think the very first thing is that Poland is in a high state of shock right now. It is, it is not at all expected. I don't think any crashes, but this particular week has been a moment of Russian and Polish accord, of them trying to talk to each other over this issue of Katyn, which was a massacre that happened in World War II. And so this commemoration was highly, highly important. And for this to happen, I think, for many Polish that I've already been speaking with today, it's almost as if it's resurrecting a painful memory in the past via this crash. It's unbelievable, to be honest. It's really amazing.
Brian Barnett, we appreciate you hopping on the phone here. Mike, if we can, talk to you a little later as we continue to gather information about this story. But thank you so much. And again, to our viewers, the word is plane goes down in western Russia today, possibly clipped some trees trying to land, and aboard that plane was the President Kaczynski of Poland, also his wife, and as we just heard from Brian Barnett there, a number of members possibly the Polish government, and just a huge Polish delegation, but the investigation already underway.